Soundings Audiobooks presents an unabridged recording of The Young Clementina, written by D.E. Stevenson, read by Karen Cass. The moral right of the author has been asserted. This performance is owned by Soundings, Whitley Bay, NE26, 2JT. Part 1. Charlotte's Friend. Chapter 1. A Bunch of Country Flowers. I wonder how a hermit would feel if he had spent 12 years in his cell and were called back to the world to take up the burden of life with its griefs and worries and fears. If he had passed through the fire of rebellion and achieved resignation, if his flesh had been purged by sleepless nights and his mind had found the anodyne of regular daily work, would he feel afraid of the world, afraid of the pain awaiting him, afraid of his own inadequacy to deal with his fellow men after his long, long years of solitude? Would he refuse to listen when the world called, when his conscience whispered that his duty lay outside his cell? Or would he gird up his loins and go forth, somewhat reluctantly, into the world which had turned its back upon him for 12 years? My mythical hermit is standing at the parting of the ways, and so am I. Two roads are open to me. One lonely but well-known, peaceful and uneventful, the other full of dangers and difficulties which I cannot foresee. Do what I like, I cannot determine which road to take. There is a fog in my brain which clogs its working and prevents me from weighing the points at issue. I have tried to think out my problem for days and nights without getting any nearer a solution of my difficulties. Let me try to write it out for a change. The idea of writing down one's difficulties and perplexities is not a new one. Great men have found it valuable in clearing their minds and helping them to wise and deliberate judgment. Why shouldn't I, in my smaller way, find a solution to my difficulties in the same manner? My mind needs clearing, God knows, and if pen and paper will help me to clear it, I shall not grudge the time or the labour involved. Having got thus far, I sat down at my bureau and reached for my pen. Where should I begin? The roots of the matter lay buried 30 years deep, or very nearly so. Should I start in the present and go backward, digging up pieces of the past as I required them, or should I start in the time-honoured manner with my birth in Hinkleton Parsonage on a cold, wet...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?